Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. I am back with a new speed building video for you guys, and I'm so happy that you joined to watch this new video today. I hope you're having a lovely day by now. And yes, we are back and we are building a big that's very huge this time. You probably maybe saw this build in my save file video, because as you've seen lately, I've been uploading speed builds of the builds that are actually in the save. So this is also one of them. So that's actually a build that I built at the end, because it was the last lot that I have to furnish, and it's a 50 by 40 lot in New Crest. And of course, I had no idea what to build here because it's a big lot and I wanted to make it a community space. But with the businesses and hobbies pack that was out just then when I was building everything, I had to use it. So that's why you'll be seeing here in this video how I'm making a small business. In fact, it's a huge one, but it is working as a small business lot because we have here a lot of tiny businesses combined in one. So I built a movie theater, like a cinema, and also a pub for games, and also a nightclub that's underground. And because I had a lot of space, I have also a parking lot. And guess what? Your Sims can watch movies outside, and this can function also as an outdoor movie theater. And let's take it one step at a time, because now we are focusing on the main building, which is this huge one that's looking as a movie theater. That's what I wanted. As you can see, I've added posters and commercials, like ads about the movies that are maybe rolling in the interior. And then next to this main building, I wanted to have an extra build. And at first I wanted to make it as a store, but then I thought, what can you actually buy from here? We, unfortunately, in my opinion, we can't really have like very realistic shops in The Sims. Maybe I don't know how to make them, or I have to, I don't know, search for inspiration. But that idea of a store faded away when I wanted to add this gas station here. And just when I finished adding the cars and these things that I assume they can look as gas stations, I wanted to change my idea of a store. So that's why I came with the idea to make it a pub where you can come and have a drink and also play games. We have darts, we have also card games. And because the main building was very big, and I also wanted to have arcade games and bowling in the back. If you turn around and you're facing the lot from the back, you will see the entrance to the bowling alley that's also in the main building, because I wanted to integrate as many activities as I could in the small business system. And you know how that works. You can have maximum of 5 activities. And as you can tell, we have in this small business watching movies, playing any kind of games. That's including chess, darts, ping pong, any kind of games that you can have. And that's why I chose to make this pub focusing on games that you can have with your friends, and also grabbing drinks and dancing, because underneath this pub we have an underground nightclub. And that's, I think, the coolest thing in this slot, in my opinion, probably because I had the most fun furnishing it. And I don't know if you know or not, I don't know if I said this before, I love so much neon lights. And that was when I realized that I can use a lot of them in the nightclub. So I had a lot of fun furnishing the nightclub, and the entry to that is also from the back of the build. And yes, this is the pub. I added a lot of posters and a lot of signs. And yeah, if you watch it from outside, you can easily see like it's looking almost like a store, but in fact it's a pub. You can have drinks, as I said, you can play a lot of games, hang out with your friends. And actually, you know what, this lot is so good also for parties, because you can have like a dance party in the club that's underneath, or you can just have some drinks and, I don't know, place a table and a cake in the pub and you celebrate with your friends over there. So yes, what else about this build is that the family that lives next door, it's the owner of this building. So we have a family of two, and previously in my latest video I showed you how I built a masterclass for cooking and a restaurant. And in fact, the husband of that person who's a chef, it's running this building, and is the boss. Yeah, he owns the place, and he's actually the coolest person in town. And I believe people love him so much for just adding a lot of cool stuff in the city, because yeah, it was nothing here. So that's his thing. I build it, but he runs it. And yes, I played a lot with the lights. It's looking so cool during the night also here. And yeah, in fact, I'm so happy that the lot was a 50 by 40, because if it was smaller, I don't think I could have had everything I wanted. And probably I think the bowling alley, it was supposed to be underneath if I hadn't had all of this space. But thank God I managed to have a huge building that also looks cute in the exterior, and it also has a lot of space, because you know what? I realized that I enjoy so much building community lots. And if I think about my backwards, like my background for builds, I don't really do so many community lots. I think the most of them were made now for this sale. And it actually makes me so happy that I can make these things where you can spend time with your sons. And as you can see, we are now in the interior, and I started with the bowling alley, and then we are moving to the movie theater, which is upstairs. And I wanted to have this cool red design as a normal movie theater, and that's what I did. And I'm so happy that even though I've used a lot of platforms and I moved with the tool mod, the sofas in the movie room, everything is functional, and I was so happy to see that. So yeah, other than that, this build, it's actually very expensive. As I said, is working as a small business, but you can easily download it from the gallery and make it maybe a recreation center, or even, I don't know, a nightclub, or any kind of community lot that you have in your game that does not require businesses and hobbies pack, and you can just have fun with your Sims that way. Because even with all these packs and with all the packs that we got, and that gave us some new community lot types, I used to build things and pretend they work like something. For example, I've always wanted to make a diner, but I didn't have a dine out, so that means I just pretended that's a restaurant. So you can do that just here, even though you don't have the small business and you can't rule this as a small business. You can make it whatever you want, and people can come here and just hang out. So that was my main point, for people to have places to come to visit and have fun and actually spend time somewhere else than their houses. So yes, I will leave you watch the rest of the video now. It's going to be the part where I furnish the nightclub, and I'm so happy for you to be here, and I thank you so much for watching my videos. And don't hesitate to leave a like, a comment, and a sub to the channel if you haven't already. And I cannot wait to speak with you guys in my future speed building video. Bye everybody.